नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। So, Vedāntasāra we are resuming today, entering into the 23rd Sutra. निगृहीतस्य मनसः श्रवणादौ तद अनुगुण विषये च समाधिः समाधानम्. All earlier titiksha, shamadama, all this he was describing to withdraw from the shravanadi vyatirikta vishebhya. Here he says shravanadi tad anuguna vishaye. He was telling, withdraw from all other things. The mind and senses that are naturally flowing towards the world and external things, and turn them inward. Shravanadi vyatirikta vishebhya, from the things other than God and things concerned with God and spiritual life. You withdraw the mind, and now he says, on those objects you place it firmly. Shravanadi anuguna vishayebhya, those that follow the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, etc. All spiritual practices that are concerned with our advancement in the spiritual life. On that you concentrate, you fix, you place samadhi, the dadati, the dadhati. Dha is to place. The root dha is to place. Nidhana, placement. Here, samadhi. Samadhi is samyak, rightly placing, nicely placing, exactly placing, as it is, as it should be. What is this placement? Samadhi. Samadhi is, it is placed when the placed object becomes one with the object on which I am placing, then it is samadhi. The adheya and adhara becoming one is samadhi. If I place a glass on this, it is never going to become one with the adhara. Chair handle is the adhara, glass is another object, they can never become one. But when I place the mind, my inner organ, the buddhi, the senses, in the atmic concepts, atmic entity, it is going to become one. It is like placing sugar in water or salt in water, it gets dissolved. It becomes one with the water. It can no more be seen. Only water is seen. The placement of sugar or salt in water makes it slowly become one with the Adhara. This is Samadhi. The senses and mind which are withdrawn are turned inward. How? Guru Vakya. Guru gives the direction, what to, how to, and when to place, where to place. This direction Guru gives. Withdraw your mind and senses, turn it inward. Slowly let all the pranas rest totally. Whole body, let it come to standstill. Now you advance inward. Merge the mind in buddhi. How do you merge? First begin with the anusandhana. This happens in the Advaitic path. In Bhakti path, we awaken the love and divert it to our Ishtadevata, who is sitting in the heart as the Antaryamin. In the Advaitic path, where we go bypassing the Savikalpa Samadhi, because of the duality, we want to avoid all duality and go directly to the root of existence. So, instead of awakening the emotional part, existence, the important channels that are linking our external existence to the divine, to the absolute, to the Atman, to the Brahman, is heart and head. Now either I can, through the same link of love, that love is the projection of Atma. The Atman, the innermost self, is pouring out through the heart as love. It is pouring out through the intellect as knowledge. So I can retrace the path by which they are coming. The external and internal are linked in and through the media of body-mind complex, through these two channels. Now I can turn through the Bhakti Yoga. I can love God, who is first. I see the form of the God whom I love, my Ishtadevata. I visualize him in my heart, actualize him in my heart, and clearly perceive him as the conscious entity, and I see the consciousness manifests there in the form of my Ishtadevata, lively, and then it becomes the real Chaitanya, Chinmaya, and I experience the Savikalpa Samadhi, and trying to become one with my Ishtadevata, I enter into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, forms dissolve. If I want to bypass this process of meditation, directly taking up the meditation of the Advaitic type, what I do is, I do the Anusandhana. Instead of, that is what we call Nididhyasana. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhi. Guru says, Tattvamasi. Then he hears. Guru said, Aham Brahmasmi. Then he goes on, not contemplating on it, meditating as if trying to see how I am that. How I am that. That is, I have to dissolve my present I in the absolute I. When I say I am Vinayakananda, there are no two I and Vinayakananda. There is only one I and Vinayakananda. They are same. Similarly, Aham Brahmasmi, there are no Aham and Brahma too. Aham Brahmasmi is self-identification. This identification is done. The process is called Anusandhana. It is not japa, repetition of the mantra. In Bhakti Yoga, we do the repetition of mantra and go from Vaikhari to Para. But here, it is Anusandhana. I try to be that. I try to be that. From becoming, I go to the being. I am constantly under the sway and changes. From waking state, with the various feelings and thoughts, I am moving constantly. And then from waking state to dream, dream to deep sleep, I am going again and coming, movement, there constant movement, becoming, because time is acting. Wherever there is time, there is becoming. Changes register time. So it is constantly becoming. From there, I am going to be. No more becoming. No more transformations. No more changes. I try to be that bliss infinite. The absolute existence. The pure consciousness. Shuddha Chaitanya. Ananta Satchidananda. I am that. Where time and space are no more there. Relativity is not there. There is no causation, the law of cause and effect. Nature doesn't exist. I and I alone as the Brahman. He goes on contemplating. We will see in the future how the Akhandakara Vritti comes and dissolves the Maya. Entire world disappears. Whole creation disappears. And then we land in the realm of the spirit, pure spirit. That's going to come in future. So this withdrawn senses to turn inward and place it. Where to place we saw? It is the innermost core of our being. We have to advance towards the core. I am. Where is it? In that I am, I have to go and remove that I and be that I am alone. And that is the Brahman. How do you know? How do you define it? Here from Guru. Various ways he tries to convince. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhati pavakaha. So many things in Upanishads. Hundreds of Upanishads daily he will be taking the Upanishad truths and again reinstilling. What is that Brahman? How it is? Because it is beyond mind, beyond senses, beyond even buddhi, the intellect. We have only these three as the instrument. We have body, the senses, mind and intellect. Neither senses can perceive, nor mind can understand, nor the intellect can conceive it. Intellect also cannot reach. We have no access to it by any means. But when all the three put off, the reality shines by itself. It is not to be seen by senses, because finite things like mind or intellect or the senses can define an infinite. These are finite, the products of nature, and we have to transcend beyond the nature and go. We have to go beyond the mind, beyond the intellect, and so this transcendence of is the process. I transcend. That is, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Sandhya merges in Gayatri, Gayatri merges in Om, Om merges in the absolute existence. Similarly, all mantras merge in the Om, and Om merges in the Absolute. These are all not just theory. It is to be practiced, and there are people who have practiced and reached that state and come back and told, they have come back and told us, yes, I have seen, I have met. Vedāhametam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasah parastad tameva viditva adimrityumeti nanyah pantha vidyate ayanaya. Vedāhametam, the Rishi, after the realization of that Absolute, comes back and says, Shrunvantu vishve amritasya putraha aye dhamani divyani tastu. Amritasya putra, he addresses because he has seen his amritatva. And he understands, just like I am the Absolute, all these beings are Absolute. All humans have the right and the capacity is instilled by the nature in every jiva to realize God, and it is possible through every human being. How he does, when he does, in which life, we don't know. But this is the only instrument which can transcend nature and go beyond and reach that perfection. So that human existence is the rarest. It is set and kept tuned to the Absolute. But there is a veil covering it, there is a hook binding it. The hook is to be removed, the veil is to be removed. For that, the hook, removal of the hook is done by the turning inward. And this placement, samadhi, placement, right placing, is removal of the veil. This is the whole essence. We will see exactly how we are going to do it in future. He goes step by step. He is just describing what are the treasures that he carries. He is able to keep the mind any place, anywhere, totally, and leave it. Be that. Identify with that. That capacity he has got, but he has not done. Suppose he sits for studies, he forgets the whole world. His mind is one-pointed. Ekagra chitta. If he dips in work, he is totally absorbed. People coming and going, he doesn't know. So much of absorption, so much of capacity to keep the mind in one place, totally oblivious of the all external things. So this is samadhi. And this is one of the qualities that he is of the Shat Sampatti, that 6 treasures. Of the 6 treasures, this is one of the Tad Anuguna Vishaye. Shravanadi, what he hears from Guru or from scriptures and all that. And to, again, once what is heard is 1,000 times it is cogitated. Ekavaram Shravanam Sahasravaram Tasya Mananam is done. And that matures into Nididhyasana. The incessant flow of the thought without a break, like a Tailadharavata, into the object of meditation. That's called Nididhyasana. So it is flowing like a Tailadhara, the flow of oil. Water, when it flows, it creates bubble. When oil is poured, It doesn't create a bubble. It looks like a stick standing. So it is like this, the Nididhyasana. So tad anuguna vishayapi, Shravanadi tad anuguna vishayapi. Not only Shravanadi, but what all helps that? What all helps that? Kindness to beings, love for all, serving everyone, keeping the everything calm, and nourishing the body, mind, and all, properly maintaining its purity, perfection. All these, reading scriptures, going to Guru, serving Guru, all these, everything helps him to evolve spiritually. It is a spiritual unfoldment. It is just like a flower, it unfolds, spirituality unfolds. It's already there, it has to unfold and project out. This unfoldment takes what all helps, just like watering a plant and getting a fruit. To grow a plant, what all you have to do to get that fruit, you see. You have to till the land, clear the weeds, put the seed, water it, get the fertilizers. How many people you have to contact all these times? Then protect it from the all animals and pests. Then grow it, take care of it in various seasons. And then when it gives fruits, you have to protect from the monkeys. Most difficult part. Difficult monkeys. The final test of your effort. Monkeys will come immediately. So, all that is done. Similarly, for the spiritual unfoldment, whatever I do, first thing in this, we have to be very careful what all I do, what all feelings I get, what all I think, what all actions or deeds I perform must lead me to God. And such things, whatever I do, which leads me to God, is tad anuguna vishaya. Be it doing a duty, especially in the life of the householders. They have duties to perform. They have to pacify the people. He has to contribute something as an obligatory citizen to the welfare of the society, welfare of the country, welfare of the world, welfare of the humanity. Seek everyone's good. All this will indirectly help his spirit, without wasting time, without getting involved, and being a witness of all things, and unstained by karmas, and without creating vasanas, with jnana as the adhara. He has to do all this, whether it is tapas, whether it is spiritual practices, whether it is duty of life, or any activity, even thinking. We have to do it jnana as the adhara, Bhagavad Bhakti as the guiding force. We have to do this. This is samadhana. Do you understand how deep the concept? A simple word. That's why this apt word we are using, sutra number. Whether to call it a shloka or it's in the gadya form, whether to call a verse or what, sutra, because so many ideas are compressed and put in that sentence. As we walk on the path, one by one unfolds. The meaning unfolds. Samadhana, looks like a small word. It contains all that you are going to do in your life to achieve God. To keep the mind steadily in thought of God while working is also samadhana. To dedicate every moment at the feet of the Ishtadevata or at the feet of Guru or at the dissolve it in the absolute. Surye juhomi swaha, Satye juhomi swaha. I am going to offer in the absolute Satye juhomi swaha. What all I have done during the day, I Satye juhomi swaha. Before sleeping, he offers to God in the evening Sandhya Vandana. Morning Sandhya Vandana, where does what all he has done during the night till the morning, he offers Surye juhomi swaha. Yadavalampatu tat Surye juhomi swaha. I am going to offer it in the. So the light removes the darkness. I have to go beyond the darkness. Tamasah parasthat I have to go. So while doing work, to see that it doesn't become karma or vasana, I constantly offer at the feet of God or as the oblation in the absolute. Satye juhomi swaha. It is a constant, unending process. As I am doing, it is flowing into the divine. So this is also a part of the samadhana. So everything, what all you do to reach God is samadhana. Especially after withdrawal of the mind, it is especially. To do this, you have done all that. To meditate half an hour, the rest of the 23 and half hour, you have to be careful. See that mind doesn't waver, mind doesn't go anywhere, mind doesn't get affected, and it rests when I sit for meditation. It's protected. So, samadhana was going on there. It has become ended here. Just like worship. Worship goes on for years before we can pluck a flower and offer it to God. The day someone planted the tree or plant, the worship has begun. Somebody did the vessel for puja. The day he did the vessel, the puja, because all are the parts of puja. Collective puja is the last stage. I am sitting and doing, offering it, shaking my hands and feet. Otherwise, actual puja is going behind. Somebody is bringing, somebody is donating, somebody is watering the plants. These are all unseen part of the puja. Seen part of the puja is just shaking the hands and feet and offering. So, the one is Gupta puja and another Vyakta puja. So similarly, in samadhana, there is all other aspects also get added to it. But the real and ultimate samadhana is samadhana, placing it rightly in the inner cell to get absorbed into it, to get dissolved into it. So, this is sufficient, I think. Nigrihitasya manasa shravanado tad anuguna vishayecha samadhihi samadhanam. Nigrihitasya, withdrawn. Manasaha, mind. Shravanada, mind means it includes the all bahya indriyas also, because it is withdrawn. The karmendriyas and jnanendriyas are withdrawn. When it is withdrawn and turned inward, they become one with the mind. And mind becomes one with the intellect. Shravanado the path, Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Adau, Shravanadau means Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. Tad Anuguna Vishaya, all that is helping to it, just Samadhi, keeping them properly is Samadhanam. Is Samadhan.